Hello, everyone. Attempt number 35.
Yep, I hear
My
you.
darling, you are roboting.
Once.
Perfect. It's okay if I robot. Jonathan, lead.
Yeah, it's better now. I think it was just
So,
adjusting.
we return again to a fight. Hugo. Sorry. So, you used one movement to stand up, and you were still figuring out where to put yourself next.
Yes, I'm gonna move over here.
Gotcha.
Yep,
And
and
then
I'm
your
gonna
third action?
megavolt in this. I'm gonna megavolt in this direction.
Question.
Megavolt a double action.
Megavolt is a 2-action activity, yeah.
Okay, so I have a movement, and then 2 actions available.
Yes,
still,
because you were quickened.
Yes.
So yes, you can
I
absolutely
will.
megavolt there.
I will megavolt in this direction with where's the ruler? There it is. I will megavolt here.
Are
Diagonally.
you supercharging?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay. Go ahead and
Alright,
megavolt then.
Creatures in a 24. Okay, so they do a DC check.
Well, they do dexterity saves, right? Or
Yes.
reflex saves?
Yeah.
Okay. Going to be an 18 and a 29, which is a failure and a success, I believe.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to roll damage. Leveled electricity damage, 4d12.
And then we make a flat check for your unstable.
Yep.
Which is a DC 15. So 23 damage for the first guy, and half that for the second guy, which is 11. And your megavolt jams, so you cannot use that until you go to fix it.
10-4.
So the rest of you up in the cupola just see them fall out of the cupola down into the ruins of Argynvostolt. At first, you're just looking down like, okay, they're alive. And then you start to see things crawl out of the woodwork, these giant moths. And you hear the sound of the battle down there. Now I will let you guys roll for initiative and see if there's anything you can do either from the cupola or trying to get down there.
I love when you say cupola. It's fun.
So we're rolling. So
Cupola.
okay. I was wondering about that because I see the initiative. I see there's a turn order above us.
Yes, I rolled initiative for you because you weren't here.
Never mind.
But if you would like to roll it
No.
yourself,
I
you're
like
welcome
that.
to.
I like that.
Okay.
I see that there are a lot of giant moths behind me, so I'm okay with that.
Yes.
It's when I'm like mysteriously off screen on the initiative tracker that I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah, we'll get to where you are later. No. Aster, that's not an initiative, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
You pressed the wrong
I
button.
did.
It's okay. All right. That puts it to Ireena next. Who up there? Let's see. She does not really have much of anything that has a long enough range for this. Let's see. No, none of that. I think she's just going to start running down the stairwell as fast as she can to see if she can get to all of you. Because the alternative is jumping the 100 feet that you guys fell, which I don't think she wants to do.
No.
So yeah, that's what she's going to do. She's going to use all 3 of her actions to stride down the stairwell. Going to take her a while to get there, but she's at least on her way. And that brings it to the definitely not spiders, moths.
Oh, right! That's why we fucking did that.
Yes.
Because you gave the party of arachnophobes giant fucking spiders.
Because I forgot that Cork was not the only arachnophobe.
No, it's only Cork. Cork just unfortunately shares that burden with everyone else.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she shared it. So yeah, it's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right over here to Amic. And then is going to make a strike against you.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be a 28 to hit, which hits.
Well, boo you whore.
You will take 6 piercing damage. And you also need to make a fortitude save against its venom.
Sure. Do I have a thing about poison? Is that a skeleton thing?
I think so?
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like I have a thing about poison.
You have a +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws against disease and poison.
Wow, +1.
You'd be surprised how much that means in Pathfinder. There's like 4 different chances to... Oh boy, what'd you roll?
In fairness, it's a 17, but that's with the
From a nat 1.
+16 bonus.
Yeah. The saving throw is 18, so that makes it a... What did you say the total was? It was 17?
17 in total.
Yeah, so that is a critical failure. So you are going to jump straight to stage 2 of the poison, rather than stage 1. You are slowed and off guard. And you're also going to take 1d12 poison damage every turn.
Ouch.
At the beginning of your turn.
So
Slowed 1 means that you have lost one of your actions on your turn as well.
Boo. So what you're saying is that now I am just straight up Imagine Dragons.
I'm waking up. I'm waking up.
Oh, no, it's worse.
Oh, then,
I feel it in my bones.
yeah.
That is all he is. Stop
He's
dropping
just
swords
bones.
on the cat.
Don't drop swords on the cat.
Just put it over with the rest of the stuff.
Actually, that was only its second action, so it is also going to make a second strike against you.
It's going to use its last action to go fuck itself.
It misses, actually. So
Okay, wow.
it did indeed use its last action to go fuck itself.
Yeehaw.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's going to use 2 strides to get over there. Well, actually, it doesn't need to because you're on the ground. You're already off guard. So you're going to take another. That is a 24 to hit. So you're going to take 12 piercing damage.
You said it was a 24 to hit?
Yes.
I have a 25.
Your AC is 25, but you are off guard, which brings it down to 23. Because you're on the ground.
Yeah.
And also slowed, and the poison makes you off guard as well.
Hang on, I'm still getting used to Pathfinder. I'm trying to pull up my character sheet.
No worries. And then another 25 to hit, which is going to be another 6 damage.
Yes. Oh.
And now it is Clara's turn. From 100 feet up.
Okay. So from where we are right now, that's 100 feet, so...
I just put you over here because this is out of the way. But you guys are like...
Yeah.
Technically, you're kind of north of where this all is happening. Northeast, a little bit.
So I have one long-range spell left. It is Sudden Blight, and it is 120-foot range. So, how limited would I be with casting that? Or, I'm gonna put it in chat for, like, location on
It
the
is a
battle map.
20-foot burst, so that could actually get quite a lot of them. The problem is you might hit your buddies. Although,
I love
one
I
of
have
them is
selective
not alive.
spellcasting, a feat that allows me to choose my targets.
That's true. There's also that, and also one of the people down there is technically not living.
So,
I also have selective spellcasting because I ran into this very, very early with
You can
With
click
two
the
undead
button
party
that says
members.
place 20-foot burst, and it'll show you like what you can hit as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to know
Whatever
if
you
I
want.
was
Yeah,
casting
you're
simply.
close enough to go ahead and put that wherever you want down there.
Oh boy. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can either hit 5 of them or 5 of them. I'm gonna hit 5 of them.
All right.
And I use my selective spellcasting feat to avoid hitting Amic and Hugo.
Right. Oh boy.
Amic still tries to dodge, but doesn't realize it won't hit, and just kind of panics.
That's a lot of failures. That is 1 critical failure and 4 failures.
Damn.
So this one takes double damage and dies. And the rest of them will
Good.
take 7 damage.
Good.
All right.
I think that's it for my turn.
It's a 2-action spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm good on health. Aster, you're perfectly fine. Don't really have much for other things.
If that was your last long distance spell, you could start running down the stairs.
Oh, I could start. Yeah, I'll start running down the stairs. Do
Okay.
that for me, Papa.
You start running down the stairs.
Is it
it's
like
probably gonna
ball
take
gown,
you,
like you're running down the stairs, kind of like hiking up the skirt, like Disney princess style, or is it like Conan the Barbarian, you're like charging down like 6 steps at a time?
I mentioned somewhere between them for Clara.
Somewhere in between them, I grab my skirts up, I shove them all into one arm, and then I have the other on the railing because I don't trust myself not to fall, and I'm just like shooting down the stairs. Like, this is fucking business.
That's funny.
All right. This moth is also going to get in there. It's another 25 to hit.
Why are these
another 10 damage?
Why are these moths? Why do these moths hate me specifically?
Because you're the closest.
Happy Pride Month!
That one
That-
misses.
That's fair.
All right. Amic,
Yeah, why are you
begin.
beating up the queer with Pride Moth?
Okay.
Pride Month!
Call him out.
Okay.
Call him out. Call him out.
Pride Moth, Pride
Cancel.
Moth, Pride Moth.
You're right. They all instead go for Danny.
Danny's like 10%
They all
gay.
just
It's fine.
spontaneously combust because the DM is okay. So Amic, at the beginning of your turn, you are going to take 11 poison damage from the poison
Okay.
that is coursing through your bones.
How does that even work? I'm a skeleton.
You feel it
Oh
in your
wait, no, I
bones.
have the one eye. The one eye is where
Yeah.
it hurts.
It's the pill bug. The pill bug is actually your entire HP pool.
No. The eye. I have a normal fucking eye.
The one regular eye, yeah.
They have the one regular eye, and then they have the pill bug. The pill bug is fine because they're not the one that got hit.
Anyway, 11 poison damage.
Okay.
And then go ahead and make another fortitude save to see if the poison gets better or worse.
That is a 21.
21 is a success, so it goes down to stage 1. But this is at the end of your turn, not at the beginning of your turn. I just wanted to do it now so I didn't forget it.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, you are slowed 1, and you are still on the ground surrounded by a bunch of moths that are trying to eat you.
Remind me, slowed 1 is I lose one action.
You lose one of your actions, essentially.
Okay. I'm assuming because if I believe I was juggling while we were walking through.
You did fall out of the cupola. Like
Curly,
you fell 100 feet down.
Oh yeah, nope,
and
never
we
mind.
started
Okay.
with you on the ground. Oh yeah, you could use one move to stand up, or you could just start juggling from the ground, I guess.
Be honest with me. How bad is it to be on the floor right now?
With the poison, you're going to be off guard anyway, so it wouldn't kill you to wait a turn to stand up if you really want to do something else.
I'm going to start juggling. From the floor. And I'm going to say I'm in an attempt to gain panache.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, as I start juggling, cross my legs, and I'm basically just doing this right over my eye, like right over my face, looking at these moths. And I'm gonna say, none of you even have fucking mouths. Come at me. I will feed you each other.
I'll say go ahead and make me a demoralize check as part of that.
What do I roll for that?
That would be an intimidation check.
I'm good at that. I'm just trying to find where the button is.
It's at a -4 circumstance bonus.
Oh.
Because they don't speak the same language as you.
Shame I don't actually have a thing around that. Okay, so you said -4.
Yes. Their will saves are pretty bad, though.
Yeah, so, let's see. 28.
That's a critical success, actually.
Boom.
So you definitely get panache for that.
Hell yeah.
So one action to demoralize, one action to start juggling. And
I was hoping that was just going to be like a talking action.
To get panache specifically, it has to be as part of a skill check.
Damn. I was going to use Vivacious Bravado, but that can wait.
Oh, right.
It's because the getting the panache triggers the thing. It's fine.
You know what? I'll let you have it.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
All right. So my ego swells.
Your ego swells and you get some temp HP.
Yep, that's basically it. I was just gonna leave it at that.
Just the ego swells, or?
Yeah, that's it. Just as your ego swells. And then, actually, no, there's a lot. I'll put it in the chat.
I will go ahead and make this guy frighten 2 of you.
Basically, just told a bunch of bugs to get fucked.
They sure did. All right, and now you lose the slowed condition. You are still off guard and taking some poison damage, but that won't be until next turn.
Cool. Then that's all I got, really. And I have 11 temp HP.
Yeah. This moth is going to go over here to flank with the other moth and get Hugo. And that is a critical miss and a miss. Off to a good start. That one is dead, which brings it to this one. Going to fly right over here to also aim for... I think it's it's getting a little too crowded around Amix, so it's going to go for the other one. So it's going to go for Hugo. And again, same thing. 2 attempted fangs. 23, which misses, and a 12 which misses. And then the last moth over here. Two more misses. One of them's a critical miss. Hugo is unstoppable.
Okay.
This moth is dead, so this one's going to come over here on top of the corpse of its buddy. And one more time. I think that's finally the 28, which hits.
Oh, dang! I got cocky way too early.
Yeah. So you are going to take 10 piercing damage, and I need a fortitude save.
Oh no! Fort save.
Yep.
Blind.
No, it's fine. You'll know very quickly if you get poisoned or not.
You blick.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hey,
Critical success. No poison
32.
damage whatsoever.
Said 10 for the piercing damage.
Yes. And that brings it back to the top, which is Aster's turn.
It's my turn. Is it?
Do you have anything long range or?
No, absolutely not. I was gonna ask.
Okay.
The way down, the quick way. Are there like ledges at all, or is it just like a flat, just 100 feet down?
I think looking at Argynvostholt, that there might be it's kind of tricky because a lot of it is ruins. You're going to be worrying about like falling through the ceiling, the roof at some points, but you could try and like surf your way down.
Let's do that. You know what? For the fun. And
For the-
because
for the
also I weigh
fun.
30 pounds, so who knows?
It's
That's
let's see.
I-
I'll say you've got essentially a jump off the cupola onto like the roof and then down a couple stories could get you pretty close within 3. Let's call them probably let's just call it 3 acrobatics check.
Perfect. Let's do that. One, because I'm small and I don't weigh 30. I weigh 60 pounds. But if I roll, I think I'll be okay.
Parkour.
Parkour. All right. Let's start with the first one. That's not what I wanted. Give me the correct button. Thank you. Ka-chow. Number 1. It's a 25.
25. Good. Easy. You jump out of the window. You see like the rest of your buddies running down the stairs that you just came up and you're like, fuck that, and jump out of the window.
Like, my friends need me.
You manage to keep your footing on the wet tiles of the roof of this fancy place. And then like you're at the edge of where you can see there's like the 3 stories of it have on this wing just completely been shattered, so there's like a couple of spots that you can jump down to get a little closer.
Like video game pillars you have to jump?
Yes.
Perfect.
They even have like the yellow paint that shows you that you're allowed to jump there.
Perfect. Okay, cool. All right, here goes my second one then. 20.
20 is still gonna be good.
Perfect. I slip a little bit, you know. I'm doing the hops and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
catch
yeah.
myself with my tail and I keep going, you know. All right, the last one.
Last one's gonna be the hardest though.
Okay. We have a hero point though. We have a hero point.
You do.
Oh, I use it.
You might want to use it.
I use the hero point.
Otherwise, you're gonna be falling in with the rest of them.
Oh God, it's
Oh,
a 22.
I'm gonna say with a 22, the DC was 25.
Oof, okay.
Since it's a failure, you fall prone.
Okay.
But it's not a critical failure, so you don't fall into the melee.
Okay.
So you're just like 20 feet above them, right about there, and you fall in prone.
Okay. Are those 3 rolls my 3 actions?
Yes.
Okay.
Because each of them was a jump down.
Perfect. Okay. Cool.
But you're in a very good position for your next turn.
Cool. I made it. Work.
You did it.
Yay.
All right, Hugo. You're surrounded.
It is me. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're doing here.
You are flanked
I
on
am.
all sides, sir.
I really am.
You're not alone.
Let's see.
It's me too. We're good.
God damn. Be nice to do. Actually, you know what? If it's a, does it still map if I select new targets?
Yes,
Okay.
but it resets
In
at the
that
beginning of every
case-
round. So
Okay. In that case, I will just take a whack at that one.
Mhm.
And
Don't forget,
I
you can
will
also do things
use-
like feint to attempt to get like off guard and things like that.
Yes, yes.
Although your deception is -1, so I wouldn't suggest fainting.
You could demoralize though.
Demoralize is one you could do. You're an expert in intimidation.
First things first, I am quickened.
Give yourself an extra stride or strike. It is this?
It's a stride only.
Stride only.
Because yeah, you can step stride or use another movement
Mhm.
action granted by your innovation. Yep. If I had the weapon innovation, then I get an extra
Gotcha.
thingamabob. I will strike with my Sterling Dynamo at that guy.
Okay. That is going to be a hit.
And I will do damage.
That is exactly how much health it had left, so that one's dead.
Hey, sweet. And then I will let's see, do I just want to map? I guess I could just continue to like clear up house. I'll target the ones that have seen better days. Let's do you. And then I will swing.
Wing!
Oh, wait, not that one. Map. Okay. Roll.
27 is still a hit.
Hey, we like
It was
this.
almost a crit.
Oh, damn it.
13 more damage.
Fours. Yeah. Oh, I feel like I can
Just
kill this
green
one.
blood
Oh,
flying everywhere.
Fuck it, we're mapping. One more. Third attack.
Damn.
The good times had to end.
You swung too
eventually.
high. And you still have your celerity action to stride
I
or step.
do. I do. So I will. Stepping does not engage enemies, right?
If they have opportunity attacks, step will make it so they don't get that opportunity attack. You don't know if they have that yet or not. You could stride and get further away if you want, but if they have opportunity attacks, then they would.
You know what? They were rolling pretty bad earlier, so I'm gonna step. I'm gonna go toward Aster.
Step is 5 feet.
I'm gonna stride. Is what I meant.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's
Boop, boop.
just on like the. You can see up into like the empty rooms above you that have all fallen in, and he's like balancing. He's literally just like hi. Like over the edge.
What are you doing?
I tried to take the fast route down and I slipped a little bit. I'm here.
You really
though.
didn't think this plan. You really did not think this plan through, did you?
Listen, you're the one that fell out of the building, so.
I realized that, but yet you were the stupid one who decided to follow me out of the window.
I didn't want you to. All those things are hurting you.
I'm fine.
Says with all
He's
the
a big,
like
strong
acid
boy.
all over you.
Say Ireena gets to the bottom of the staircase here. So I'm gonna have her try and get past these revenants that are still in the area. So that is gonna be a stealth check from her. Not the best. What do you guys think? Should she hero point it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, she'll hero point her stealth check and probably get worse.
Wow.
These things
Because
happen.
it would make me laugh. No, okay, it's better.
Work.
Alright, so she moves half her speed without being noticed. So 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. She'll get that far. Just outside the door. And then he's going to go after our Skelly boy again. Skelly friend. That is a miss.
Get fucked.
A hit. So there's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Do I have... Slow does not make me lose my reaction, right?
Correct.
Okay. I have a thing that I would like to do.
Go for it.
Get my character sheet up. Foundry sometimes likes me, most of the time does not. I would like to make a melee strike against the one that missed using my opportune riposte.
Opportune riposte.
Oh wait, that wasn't a
Is
critical,
a
was it?
critical failure
Yeah,
is
sorry,
what
I
happens.
misread that. I hyped us up for nothing.
No, it's okay. One of them will probably get there eventually.
Well, hopefully.
Like maybe this one, which is also going to take 3 strikes against you.
3?
Yeah, they have 3 actions. They have 3 bites.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
That's a miss. There's your critical miss.
Hey, I hit it.
Go for it.
So I'm just poking it effectively.
Yeah, you're just tossing things and it misses you. And you just...
That is. Do I have some negatives to that? No.
Being prone. No, you're just off guard. Oh no, yeah, you take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls as well.
Okay, that is a 17.
A 17 does not hit.
Yeah, I figured.
A 19 would have though.
Meh.
Yeah, and then that last one is also a critical miss, but you've already used your reaction. Which will bring it to Clara.
Just jab at it. Fucked.
Clara is... I'm gonna use however much movement it takes to get back to the battle, because I was running, so I don't know how much
I'll
farther I
say
have to go.
with how Ireena was doing, she used all of her 3 actions last turn, so used 1 action on your last turn. So 2 actions to get down to the bottom of the stairwell, which leaves you with 1 action where you are. Although you can see, like, you remember that there were some ghosty boys in this chapel, so you could run your full speed and risk alerting them, or you could just sneak around them and get half your speed.
Yeah, I'll sneak around them and do half, because I don't
Okay.
have enough right now to add more to the fight, because I'm not...
Yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check then.
Oh boy! I'm good at that one. Blind or public?
Public is fine. Again, it will be very... Oh yeah, you're fine. So half your speed towards the doors over here. Which your speed is 25, so that's 15. 5, 10, you can get there. Bam. And that brings it back to the fight. And Amick is going to take another few strikes. That is 2 misses and a hit. So Amick, you're going to take Another 10 piercing damage. Say goodbye to your temp. And now it's your turn. First, you're going to take 2 poison damage. But you are no longer slowed. And you have all your actions, and it is your turn. You're muted.
Sorry. What's the disadvantage for throwing something from melee?
It is I think it's because it counts as a hold on. Thrown I don't think there's one unless they have like opportunity attacks. I could be. I feel like I'm misremembering this again, but
Okay.
For now, I'll just say there's no negative for the moment.
Okay. Oh, actually. I think I have a better idea.
Sure.
It's not particularly strong,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something.
And don't forget you have your panache as well.
Yeah. I'm
Are
gonna
you standing up?
What's
That will give you a -2 to your attack rolls if you're throwing with them.
It's not. I'm gonna do something first.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna look over, like, I imagine I'm kind of lying, with my head facing the western wall.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna, like, while I'm juggling, just look up, see all of the everything going on in front of me with these moths that are, this one, the one that's on the cardinal direction and in that direction. I'm just gonna look at them, and I am going to stick my tongue out at them and cast Grim Tendrils.
Ooh.
So I need a Fortitude save from all 3 of those moths.
Oh, those 2 are dead.
Never mind. From that one moth. I don't think there's a way. Is there a way I can get it in a line, like, this way? Is that possible?
Yes, I think depending, because you can choose which corner of your square that it starts in. So yeah, you could get these 2 in a line.
Okay, then yeah, I'd like to get those 2. And it looks, well, it's less like Grim Tendrils. I don't know why I did that. I apologize for the random circle on the board.
I got it, don't worry.
I'll kill you.
I get Grim Tendrils from something that's basically, this is your tongue. Have fun with that. And so
Yeah.
it just looks like a regular normal ass pink, like, Yoshi tongue vibe.
Which is unsettling coming from a skeleton.
Not the
Especially
tongue.
because, like, when I'm talking, there's no tongue. So the
All right,
fact
they-
that just
they
out of
both
nowhere,
fail.
hell, yeah, and that is going to be 2d4
2d4.
void damage, and they each get 1 bleed. Do you want me to roll dis damage once for both?
Yes.
You bleed them with your tongue?
Yes.
Ah.
That is 7.
All right, that leaves one of them with 1 HP.
They do not taste good. Okay.
Yeah, Hugo and Aster are the only ones who see this, and it is unsettling to say the least. So that is 2 actions for Grim Tendrils.
Yeah, and I'm using the free action bonus focus juggling just to make sure I'm
juggling. Yep.
I feel like that goes without saying.
Yeah.
And there's you said I have -2, right? To an attack.
-2 to attacks if you stay on the ground.
Okay. And just because I am drawing a blank, and this is just because life, precise strike damage. Because I know I read that at one point, and I'm like, now I cannot remember where I fucking read it. So I
Precision damage is what you get from your finishers.
Yes. So I'm just trying to make sure that I understand when I can use these finishers.
Anytime you have panache, you can expend it to make your attack a finisher.
Great. I'm going to do that on one of these guys, because you said these two are dead. How are these three around me? Have these three been touched?
2 of them a little bit. 2 of them have not.
How's this guy looking over here?
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
This guy has 1 HP left. And he's going to bleed on his next turn. You could go for the one that's frightened.
I'm going to go for the one that's seen better days.
Okay.
And I am going to use my my finisher to just huck the dagger that I've been juggling at him.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, go for it.
Cool.
So confident finisher.
Yep, confident finisher. Wow.
So strike with that corset knife.
Yep. And you said I have a -2?
-2 from being on the ground, yeah.
Okay. That is a 33 on a nat 20.
That is a critical hit.
So critical damage is...
You double the damage, not the dice.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, because you deal...
48 plus 6. So 48 plus 12, because it's 2d6 is in the parentheses.
Right. Well, it's... How much is the temple... The corset knife is...
Yeah, sorry, 2d4.
Damage?
I was looking at the temple sword.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 6, and you also get your finisher, which is 2d6, I think. Your precise strike is
I believe so.
if it's part of a finisher, it's 2d6.
Thank you for knowing
so
my
it's
character
3d6 at 5th level.
Okay.
So that is 6d6, or roll 3d6 and 2d4 plus 6, and then double all that damage.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Obviously, I'm gonna do the weapon damage first. So that is 2d4 plus 6.
Yep.
Or 2d, yeah.
2d4 plus 6.
So that is 5. That is 10 on the die. So
16.
10. Sorry. I rolled all 4.
Gotcha.
So I have 10, and that is total for all 4 d4.
Right.
Plus 12, so that's 22.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, and now I'm going to roll the 2d6.
Well, it's 3d6 at 5th level.
I listen to instructions.
It's all good.
We're all such good listeners in this house.
I literally rolled 2, 3, 4, so that is an extra 7 points of damage, so 29.
And then you double that, so that's also 14. So it doubles all the damage.
Oh,
not the dice.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very dead. You just huck it, like it goes straight through it. It gives out this little sound as it just like its guts fly out behind it and just falls onto the ground, very, very dead.
Just gonna look at the other two. And that's pretty much all I got. I don't think I can do anything more if I wanted to.
Nope. That leaves one of the moths over here, which was attacking Hugo, is going to follow Hugo with 1 stride, and then is going to take 2 strikes. That is a nat 1 and a 20, so both of those miss. That brings it to this one, which is also fighting Hugo. Is going to 5, 10, 15, 20 over here to get flanking. And then 2 strikes, which are both hits, or both misses. And then this last moth, it has 1 HP left, and it looks like it's about to like try and fly away, but the bleeding from the grim tendrils just it succumbs to the tongue attack. Like one of Yoshi's many enemies, it dies. And that brings it back to Aster.
All right. What's alive right now? Is the one next to me alive? That one's alive.
This one, and this one.
Okay.
So 4 of them.
I'm going to get up from my prone, so that's an action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to exploit vulnerability on the nearest one to me.
Okay. Go ahead and make your fuck you, I know everything check.
Thank you. That is the correct roll I will be making. It is a that plus a that. And... oh, wait, you know what? I put it in my character sheet. I actually figured it out. Here we go.
Yay. That is against the regular DC, so it's going to be a success. No weaknesses, immunities, or resistances.
Okay.
So you'll have to use a personal antithesis.
Right. Right. And the personal antithesis is 2 plus half my level, so 6 extra damage per attack.
Aye.
Is that one literally close to me, or is it 10 feet down? Because you said I'm
It's
20
10 feet
up.
down.
Okay. Then, now that I'm up... oh, also, just to clarify, in case I have any more attacks on anything else, my personal antithesis works on all of them because they're the same exact creature.
Right. Correct.
So I'm going to take out my new star knife, the guiding star. I'm going to flip her out so all the blades are out, wind it up, and chuck it at the nearest one, so 10 feet down from me.
Yep.
I didn't mean to hit that button. Oops, sorry. I'm going to do this.
Everyone booed Scarlet for her pun. Wachter fucker.
Oh, oof.
22 is a hit.
22 is a hit. Okay.
I'm proud of that.
Damn.
I know you are. Is Moth nearby? Can they throw something at you?
Strength, weapon.
There's too many breakable things around me, so I'm immune temporarily.
Temporarily.
I don't want that. I want that to be...
This is from Moth.
Untyped.
Thanks. That felt personal.
17?
17. It is still alive, but very, very hurt.
Okay, and because this item has a returning rune, it flies right back into my hand, and I do it again.
Nice.
I'm gonna map it. I'm gonna
Naruto-ass motherfucker.
roll it again. I'm just a rat. 25 again!
25
sorry,
hits.
even better. So then I do that. I add my additional damage.
Listen, it's got 4 HP left. It's dead.
No, I know. I just want to see how big I can roll. 18!
18.
Woo!
Alright. That is one more dead moth. Brings it to Hugo.
Work.
Yes,
Work.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. This seems a little easy. So I'm gonna stride over. Well, first I'm gonna speed up. Gotta go fast. I'm gonna go over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna target this one
explode?
first. Yeah. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were gonna explode.
I could explode. You know what? Actually, I think we'd do that. I'm gonna explode.
If you do it, I'm
gonna
calling you Chaozu for the rest of the time I know you.
You broke Robin.
Wow.
Jada.
Vegeta.
Jada.
I'm gonna catch it.
It's a Pokemon.
All right.
Explode 2 actions.
Yep. So
5-foot
the explosion
emanation
deals
around you.
8d6 electricity damage with a DC 24 basic reflex
Woo.
save to all creatures in a 5-foot emanation. That's a fail.
Well, that was not supposed to be you. I don't know why it. There we go. Reflex.
Woo!
Reflex.
Fail.
That is 2 successes, actually.
Damn.
So they'll take half the damage.
I mean, hopefully that'll be enough to kill one of them at least.
So
31.
That would have killed both of them, but they succeeded, unfortunately. They're only going to take half damage.
What a dick.
It would have been nice if I had, killed them.
And that's also an unstable, so
Yep,
go ahead and...
so I will roll. Roll it. That's busted. Alright. Okay. I will punch this one, though.
Yeah, go for it.
As my final...
Explode
as
is
my
not
final
an
action.
attack, so this is not at any attack penalty, so...
Okay. Roll.
Oh boy, here comes the crit.
Yeah. And it was
Crit
wasted on
damage.
someone with like one. It was wasted on someone with like 1 health.
Well, you never know. The one you just, well, you attacked that one. Yeah, that was... 26 is definitely enough to kill that one. Just this huge meaty hand just splats the moth in the air. And it does that thing like when you squish moths, it leaves like an imprint of the moth on your hand, like the little moth dust.
Like, yeah.
And that is your turn.
Yep.
Which brings it to Ireena, who is going to stride, open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur.
I'm just glad somebody else knows that fucking song.
Yeah, sometimes it's yeah. She does have some 30 feet stuff, but I think she's going to use her last action to stride 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get right there next to Amick. And then on her next turn, she'll probably try and help you. But for now, that brings it to this moth that still has flanking on Amick. And I mean, you're still on the ground too.
Yep.
Which means you get hit for another 11 piercing damage. And another hit, just for another 4 damage. And then a critical miss, so you can opportune riposte if you want.
I'm gonna. Just doing some math real first. That is... I still have a -2 to this, yeah?
Yes.
21.
Hits.
Yay! Get fucked. 2d8 plus 6. That is 16. No, wait, sorry. Wrong side. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was very excited for a second. 11.
All right.
11 plus 17. Better than I was excited for.
Okay. All right. Brings it to Clara.
Color.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets you into the fight with 2 actions, and you still have 1 action left.
So we have
Amick is looking rather
Two
rough on the
left?
ground. Hugo's not too much better.
Hugo
there's
blew
only
up.
there's only 2 left that you can see that are both surrounding
there's
Amick.
only 2 left, but my 1 action heals are touch.
Touch, yeah.
Question: Are we still operating under the like narrative assumption that like each turn is like 6 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, so effectively, what happened is a skeleton and a Frankenstein's monster fell into a room. A bunch of giant moths descended on them. I'm on the ground looking like I'm getting eaten by these things, and the other guy just fucking blows up over the course of like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
As one does. I'll cast guidance on.
Give it some
Yeah,
credit.
Nick,
I
I'll
think it's
cast
been
guidance
18
on.
seconds at this point.
Okay, but that doesn't make it any better because we're still it still feels like a Family Guy sketch. Like we said something,
Yeah.
and a chicken comes out and beats the shit out of us.
Scarlet.
Oh, Lois just
Scarlet,
reminds me of that time that
please.
we
Scarlet,
we
please.
fell.
I'm trying to give you a buff. Scarlet,
Sorry.
please.
Guidance to Amick.
Guidance. So yeah, guidance to Amick.
Okay.
Scarlet. If you look in the description, it says spell effect guidance. You can drag and drop that onto your character token,
already
and it'll
did it.
give you the bonus.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate it. Either way, that's a thing I know for the future.
Yes.
Here, look at this? Do you feel guided? This
Did you
is a
just kill my
visible
fucking cat?
manifestation.
Hang on a second.
No, this
No,
is
no.
fine.
No,
that's
keep that
not
cat.
nearly
Keep that
fluffy
cat.
enough to be Echo.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
You have like the short-haired version of my cat. Like
He's
slightly.
got significantly more. He's got more orange.
Yeah, but like facially, I was like, "What are you doing, Thor? Thor, say hello."
That is 3 misses against
Sparky.
Hugo.
I apologize for derailing the combat.
No, it's fine. Amick, it is your turn. And I realize I forgot to ask you to roll a fortitude save for the venom at the end of last turn. So go ahead and make that now. Scarlet.
Oh, I thought you were talking to.
Fortitude save.
Sorry, yeah, I thought you were talking to Robin.
No. I forgot about the poison last turn.
The poison. Poison for the poison for Amick.
Cusco's poison.
Poison for Amick. Amick's poison.
But
Right.
the fortitude you said that is I'm so bad at math right now. 25.
25. Okay, you are no longer poisoned. But now it is the beginning of your turn. You take no poison damage. You are still on the ground, but you are also guided.
Yay! That's a +1 status bonus. You said.
Yep.
Okay.
You can choose to use it on one attack roll, saving throw, or skill check.
So it's just these 2 moths on either side of me, right?
Yes, those are the only ones left.
Cool. I am going to. I'm still on the ground. I'm gonna toss the knife that I have that is currently out at 1 moth, and I am going to, because I have this fancy thing that I can. I have this fancy quick draw action. So I'm gonna throw 1 dagger, and then I'm gonna pull out the other dagger and throw that with an action.
Sure.
And I'll decide what happens after that narratively after I make my attack.
Sure.
So that's 2. Okay. That is a... Hey, Jonathan, just quick question, just because I'm actually... This is a mechanical thing, because I had my character sheet on Path Builder. I think there's a bonus to my attacks that might not have gotten put in there, but...
For
I trust
which?
you. For my attacks.
Your corset knives?
Yeah, because on the sheet that I had made, it said I had plus 17. On here, I have plus 15. I just want to make sure.
I think that's because you are prone on the ground. So it's already taking the -2.
Oh, okay. So don't subtract that too then.
Yes.
Okay, cool. This is way more automated than I'm used to. Technology. That's a 35.
Technology.
That's a 35.
35 is a crit.
Yeah, this was a nat 20.
Yeah, so double crit.
And the other one is a 19.
Is that with the multiple attack penalty?
Oh shit! No, what is the multiple attack penalty?
If it's a finesse weapon or a light weapon, agile weapon, which I think it is, then it's a -4, which would bring it down to a 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that will be a miss for the second one, even with guidance.
Okay, and I'm going to. So it's one knife out, second knife out, second knife misses, first knife comes back, throw the first knife again. Second one comes back and I catch and start juggling that because
Love it.
They're both returning.
Yeah. So map -8 for the third strike.
-8. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only goes down to 2 equivalents, but
that is a.
So it would be a +7 to hit.
That is much easier. 21.
21 actually hits.
So.
All right. So roll the critical first, and then roll the regular damage second.
Cool.
So it's what 2d4 plus.
I have
2d4
plus
6.
Jim.
Yes. So roll 2d4 plus 6 and then double it for the crit.
2d4. That is 9.
So 18 altogether.
Yeah.
That is 1 dead moth, and then the other one is just regular 2d4 plus 6.
2d4 plus 6. That is 11.
How do you want to do this?
So, talking through the whole thing, we established I am facing that wall. First knife is gonna go. First knife goes towards the moth that's next to Hugo. Second knife goes over my back. The second moth dodges that. That was my plan the whole time. And as the first knife is coming back, I reach behind where my head is, catch it, throw basically right through my face because I've just moved. First knife, it dodges the second knife, and as the knives are coming back at each other, it bounces off and just goes straight into the abdomen.
Perfect. Yeah, that was my plan all along.
I told you all. Get fucked. And then the knife comes back. The knives come back, and I just.
There is just dead moths everywhere around all of you. And with that, we're out of initiative. You get 64 XP.
I need everyone to understand. Up until right now, I was like, why are these things poisonous? Like, I can't think of any poisonous moths. Sure, venomous ones, no. And like, why am I taking piercing damage? And right now, I went, oh shit, yeah, these were supposed to be spiders. This would have literally been my worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
I would have roleplayed this completely differently. I would have been screaming. Amic wouldn't give a shit. I would have been. Just because I'm like, I don't want to think about this.
Yeah.
Talk about
and that's why I did it. Because I care about my players.
What an ally on Pride Month. Wow.
Fucking. Yeah, talk about, like, exposure therapy. This would have just been a bunch of dead spiders with knife wounds. I licked it. I licked a dead spider.
You did, yeah.
We're going to take a break right here, and we'll come back in 10 minutes.
All right, let's put us in the break screen.
And welcome back. So we're just doing a little cleanup without our resident flesh warp for now, because it's late. But yeah, you guys are surrounded by dead moths. People are injured. What are you guys up to?
Wait.
Ow.
Oh, Emmett, come here. Would you let me patch you up a bit?
Yes, please.
Alright, I will do, a medicine check, DC 20. Or,
Hugo is
Yeah,
going
I'll
to
just
take
do it.
20 minutes to fix his innovations that exploded.
Yeah.
And while he's doing that, Ireena is going to heal him. 30. Which DC were you aiming for?
I said 20, but can I say
20.
30 because I got...
Well, if you aim for 20, then that's a critical success.
Okay, yeah.
So you double the dice.
I was aiming for 20.
Yeah. So it's 18 plus 10, I think, at 20.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, so 28.
Or it's 2d8 plus 10, so that's 38. 38 healing.
Damn. Go me.
Um,
And there she goes again. So you said it was how much total?
38
38.
altogether.
Oh, that doubled what I have.
Oh no, Ireena. She's got a hero
Ireena.
point. She's got a hero point.
Oh my god.
Okay. She also crits on hers. So it's gonna be 2d8 plus 10.
Excuse me.
Oh, max healing for Hugo. It's gonna be 52 healing. Good God, y'all. Brings him back up to 100 HP. Which he'll be absolutely fine after a long rest. Yeah, you guys spend like a half hour cleaning up, and after that, what do you guys want to do? It's starting to get later in the evening. The scant light outside is starting to dissipate.
Well, you know what? Honestly, it's not the worst day I've had.
This is not the worst day you've had? I mean,
I
I
have
guess...
watched all of my friends literally die twice, where I was
And-
the only survivor.
You know what? And you're still alive, so that's pretty good.
Really, you're really gonna bright side this one?
Hey,
I'm not coming out of my cage. I am not doing just fine.
Why does your tongue do that thing though? Like I didn't even know you had a tongue.
I mean, no one would call you Mr. Brightside, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what they're talking about either.
You think they
I
hit their
guess
heads
what was
on the way
that tongue
down?
thing? I saw a little bit of that through the door. That was
That was my tongue.
You don't have a tongue.
Ireena
You're
kind
a
of like
skeleton.
leans in real.
Was it like a spell?
Give me like 1 second while I find the damn thing. Cause I have it.
Because I know some spells get weird and do like tentacles.
So, out of character, I have the Fey influence feature,
Mhm.
and I took Anteater.
Oh no.
So Anteater's description is you can launch your tongue forward as a deadly attack, and I did pick that because out of all of these ones, that is the most unsettling.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Because it's like all of the like
It
one of them
makes
is
me so happy.
like here I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay.
But it's like it's Anteater, Cat Sea, Cursed
Yeah.
Bluebird, Dryad, Fawn, Gremlin, Monarch, Unicorn.
Yeah.
I'm like, hang on, what did the Bluebird do?
You
Over the
manifest
garden wall.
power as an ill omen.
That's fun.
Which like fits. But I totally took this because I was like, which of these is the weirdest thing? Like that's a tongue. I can just kind
A
of
skeleton with a tongue is definitely the weirdest thing.
I know what I'm about. And Emek is just gonna. It's just bent. It's just there. I don't really know what. I have a tongue. Can you not do that?
Not that far.
Not that far? What does that mean?
Ireena just kind of goes, but it just goes 2 inches out of her mouth.
I don't know how I feel about this tongue conversation.
I don't have anything else holding it in place.
Maybe we should find a place to set down for the night. I think that Clara mentioned that she needs to do her daily preparations tomorrow if we're going to look for this the skull that we think is missing.
Is that what we're calling it now? Our daily preparations? Is that some new age thing?
Listen,
I mean,
sometimes
the way
you just
you
have to
said
poop.
it sounded like morning masturbation, which is not really something that I'm into.
Oh, no.
But
Back in my day, we just called it practicing your cantrips.
all right, Merle High Church.
Hey, listen, I have a ring that does cantrips now, so look at me. Whoosh.
That's...
Could...
You know what? Honestly, I respect it, because I don't want metal anywhere near that.
Yeah, if
I'm so lost.
honestly,
You
I've
fully were just like, I have a fucking cock ring.
No!
I have a ring that does my cantrips for me.
No.
Okay, you have a vibrating cock ring. Congratulations.
I'm just a
yeah,
rat.
baby.
I'm just a rat.
It's just a will boy. He's just a will guy. But yeah,
He's just
I've expended a lot of my magic fighting the revenants, and if we get into trouble again, it will be harder for me to keep everybody on their feet. That's regardless of the location spell.
Should we perhaps go looking for... I'm sure there's plenty of places in this... it might be a bit old and dusty, but there should be some beds probably in here.
I assume so. I think we passed by a few.
I have a dust allergy, so like I'll make do, but you all might just hear me sneezing all night.
Do you have sinuses anymore?
You don't have a nose.
Well, the sinuses are still there. It's just bone.
What? That's
Oh
not
yeah,
how...
that is a bone.
Technically,
No,
your
no,
sinuses are
no,
a bone,
in your
actually, yes.
skull. Yeah, in your skull,
We still
if
have
you
all the
go
other
up-
stuff.
there's a little cavity up in your skull behind your brow bone, and that's your sinuses.
Oh.
I personally know way too much about sinus bones because they cause me so much trouble.
I
know about it because my sister got facial feminization surgery, and
Oh,
she did her
shit.
brow bone.
Honestly, I just pulled that out of my ass. I was hoping I was right. I've never thought about it, and I just
You
were right.
were!
Wow.
Go me.
Trans rights.
Happy Pride Month.
Pride Month,
Happy
everyone.
Pride Month.
Happy Pride
Pride
Month!
Yeah, Ireena starts heading back up into the main building.
Aster harvests some of the moth stuff for poisons for later, and then follows.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a nature check, nature boy.
Nature. I'm actually not
Maybe
very
as they
good
are,
at
they're kind
nature.
of pretty.
All right, fingers crossed. Not very good.
15. The DC was 7 or 18 for them, so it's a failure. I'm gonna say you don't harvest any usable venom from them, unfortunately.
I rip them. Oops.
You're just trying to get into the little fangs and just just
there
like
it goes.
you just splat it and the venom just kind of like goes all over the ground, whatever's left in the venom sacs.
I keep a wing though and some fangs.
Sure, that's fine.
Thanks.
I was also speaking of wings. I was also going to ask if I could grab a few of those.
Sure, moth wings, absolutely.
Do I need to roll anything for that?
No, they're just wings. They're not any. Like the venom was something that you could potentially like get use out, but the moth wings are just trophies.
How big are the wings?
They're giant moths. They're very delicate, is the thing. I'd say they're probably like 2 feet across.
Okay.
Maybe 3.
I'll privately.
Yes, they're giant moths.
I'm gonna whisper to you. I can just whisper to you privately, right?
Yeah. It should be /W space GM.
Thank you. I'll message you when I'm. Well, I'm
That's
not gonna put it on. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna do it there because then the stream won't.
You could, you just send it in.
I'll shoot you a message on Discord.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shoot him.
Oh,
Bang.
are we on the roleplay section, or are we still on the combat screen?
No, I took it off combat.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Ireena heads back up. She's heading back up actually to that room where you found your smoky dragon friend in the fireplace, because there were some there were kind of like nice bed chambers there. It's at least a safe room that you won't have to worry about anything, hopefully. Unless anybody wants to do any other exploring through any of the rooms you haven't really checked yet.
I would, but
There's so much potential for.
there are so many things.
I mean, there's still ghosts in the chapel and monsters and beasties that I don't think it's a good place to wander alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need some help. Do you want to try deciphering another page in the book?
That was my backup plan, so yeah.
I pop guidance on you.
Ooh.
I don't think guidance helps in this because it only lasts for a minute and it takes an hour to decipher it. You could.
I give him a
and
little
aid.
kiss on the head.
Just constantly, just guidance.
Unfortunately, in Pathfinder, there is something called guidance immunity that you gain after it expires, and you can't gain benefit from it for an hour.
Kind of check would it be to aid him?
Whatever you think would be helpful in this scenario.
So I need to roll.
The DC is up there now. Society would probably be the most helpful, considering what is going on. But if you're not good at that,
I was sheltered.
Maybe I don't know if you can think of something.
No, I don't think I've got anything.
Okay, what
like,
lore do you have?
I don't have
You
any
have
lore.
underworld lore. You have underworld lore
Do I
from
have-
Back Alley Doctor, actually.
Oh, bet.
But I don't think that's going to help here either. So, what about Hugo? Does Hugo have?
I already get a circumstance bonus, so.
Oh, right. And it wouldn't be better than that. Okay, never mind. Go ahead and roll your check.
Okay.
We live in a society. You want to hero point that?
Yeah, totally.
Otherwise, it's a critical failure. Oh, you were 1 off.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. The DC was literally 32, and you rolled 31.
I know.
But next time you try it, it will be 31.
Okay.
You feel your rat brain on like the cusp of greatness, but you don't quite get there tonight to find out the next section of the tome, unfortunately.
It's like I'm coding, but then I forget that one parenthesis, so all of it doesn't work. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
It all
man.
crashes down.
Yeah, I was like, why isn't it working? It's okay. I just missed the
Master
letter.
needs to get a rubber duck.
I do. I need to start talking to.
That's your next implement. Is going to be a rubber duck.
I hate you. No, it's just me talking in my mirror, like, you can do this.
What's everyone else doing before you head to sleep for the night?
Working on what I told you.
Yeah. You can go ahead and make a crafting check if you like.
Cool.
Making
Hey,
drugs.
Jonathan, how do I do that? What's a crafting check?
It's you rolled. Crafting is a skill that you might have.
Yeah, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, that's a -1 for you. So
That is a 16.
16 is not bad. I'd say it's not the prettiest thing you've ever made, but you at least manage to, like, you can't use them alone, so you kind of have to affix them. They're more like ornamentation than an actual the thing that you're trying to make.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of sew it in essentially, but it's serviceable.
Okay.
It's not the prettiest thing, but it's serviceable.
For all intents and purposes, just like a pretty is it like mundane? Just like if you look up this item, you will just see like the mundane version of it.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. That's all for now.
Okay. Clara, anything before you go to sleep?
In particular.
In that case, you set up in this room. Ireena gets a small fire going in the fireplace where the your dragon pal showed up. Your dragon pal and you. It's a Gallivant reference. Which no one's gonna get because
You need to understand. One of my partners just made a face of like someone actually made a fucking Gallivant reference.
Yeah, I love Gallivant. We're gonna be besties.
It deserved better.
It deserved better.
It deserved so much better.
Hey, that second season was a surprise for all of us.
And we loved it.
Was that
Every
that-
moment was a blessing.
Was that
Anyway,
musical fantasy show? Okay, I've seen it.
Gallivant. Not
Mhm.
sponsored.
Yeah,
I need to actually watch it. I've never actually sat down and watched the show. I've seen clips of it though.
Yeah, Ireena sets a small fire going in the fireplace that keeps you all warm through the night. And
Actually, real
you all-
quick, before I realized, because we're gonna probably close up after this, I don't want to forget about it, so we can just put a pin if we want to talk about this one later. Before Clara goes to sleep, I'm just going to pull out of my bag an old dueling cloak that I've sewn the moth wings into, and I'm gonna hand it to you.
What is this for?
This, I wanted to give you something I thought could be useful if you were still feeling uncertain. So,
Thank you.
they're a bitch and a half to learn how to use in a fight, but if you get good, it's worth it. It's not just fashion, it's all about presentation.
Well, nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Just gonna pull out a cigar.
Clara pulls out her knitting needles. You gave her a present. Now she has to give you one.
This makes sense.
Alright, that was it.
Alright, so Clara, you get a dueling cape. Which I've already put in your inventory. But yeah, you start knitting now to make your present. Because
I don't
you
know
have
what
to
it is,
reciprocate now.
but it's going to be
You'll
something.
figure it out eventually.
Well.
And you all go to sleep for the night. All of you with different things on your minds. Are you taking watches or anything, or are you just feeling like this is fairly
I would
safe?
assume this is a.
I'll
This
probably
is
be
a.
first watch. I'm smoking a cigar.
Then everybody go ahead and make me a secret perception check, and they'll just assume that in whatever order you guys take it, that's how it's going to happen.
I don't know why I bothered doing physical dice for that.
Because they feel good in
They
your hand.
do. I did it and then immediately just was like,
Nice
wait a
compliment.
minute.
I
I'll
like the
find
dice that have the sharp edges because they feel
Ooh,
nice to touch.
I agree.
somewhere. I'll find what I'm supposed to roll.
It's on the middle left of your character sheet.
You said perception.
Perception. Roll the little eye is to do it in secret.
Thank you.
There it is.
I feel so like technologically inept right now. Is like, is this what parents feel like? Is this what boomers come to us like? And they're like, hey.
Okay, boomer.
Well, yeah,
In
we're
order,
on side.
Aster and Clar are the first up for watch, and neither of you see anything during your watch. There's the sound of the rain on the windows, and maybe the since the two of you are fairly attuned to the occult, you can kind of sense the spirits in the walls around you, but they seem to be giving you a berth. A wide berth.
They birthed something?
Second I said it.
A baby!
Oh my goodness! Congratulations!
I'm a
Guess
father.
who's not doing that ever? Me!
The ghost births, yeah. But they seem to be giving you guys distance, not trying to get in your business, since you apparently killed the person that was leading them.
That's right.
Amick, you wake up on the last watch and you see Ireena. The room that you're in doesn't. It actually does have a couple windows facing out to the east, and you see her looking through the windows, and far in the distance, Argynvostholt is high enough that you can actually see Castle Ravenloft in the distance, and
All
she's
right.
just kind of looking out.
I'm going to tiptoe by the window, so that she doesn't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need a stealth for that, or are we just going and assuming that worked?
Assume it, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, fuck that place.
She just jumps a little bit, but eventually just kind of throws a smile back and is like, "I'm just wondering if they've gotten there yet or not."
That's right. You mentioned you had friends heading that way.
Yes, I guess technically she's my ex now, but
Wow, that's awkward.
it's fine. It's
Is it one of those like amicable breakups, or is it like one of those she's going somewhere, she's probably gonna die, and I'm honestly like very gently happy about that, but I'm never going to admit to that? Was
I
that
wouldn't
on
say
the
that
note?
I wouldn't say that I'm happy about it, but I think that's why she did it.
Mm,
She said she can't promise that she won't do something stupid while she's away, and
the first thing she did was about as dumb as it could get.
well, she did used to work for Lady Strahda, so
Wow, that's
she was
wow, huh?
she was better. But she was worried that she would fall into old habits.
See, old habits, I understand. I get the metaphor. Old habits die hard, but I don't think she fully understands. All you have to do is be stronger than the habit. You just have to live longer. It's hard to kill them, but that doesn't mean you can't just stab them and call it a fucking day. She threw fear to the wind, and she said, fuck it, I'm gonna go to that bullshit castle over there. That, honestly, that field early on, before that was built, beautiful. Everything else since then, disgusting. But she's doing that to save you. She did the dumbest thing possible. That habit's so long dead. And yet, she did the thing that is going to make you worry about her most. She's a goddamn idiot. But
you're
an
a
idiot.
very interesting individual.
Old habits die hard. Unfortunately, that means the like social ones. I've been like this for a very long time.
Since you're technically not dead, then does that mean that your habits never die, or?
Unfortunately, my actual understanding of reality and my, perception, sense of self in a very like philosophical, grand way. There's only so that is immortal, but you only have like so many pages in the book. So after a while, you have to like paint the page white and just keep doing it. So you start at the beginning of the book again. It's one of those kinds of situations. Like we have a finite amount of knowledge. I would need to get another book that I could swap out.
I feel like...
Anyone else smell copper?
Maybe it works that way for you, but... Well, the problem with painting over the page is that... Well, the information isn't gone. It's still there. It's just hidden. And things can happen, and it might bleed through again.
Good.
And sometimes I feel like that's happening to me. That there are things that I don't know, but suddenly do know. That I shouldn't be aware of, but it's like words on a page that were long missing resurfacing.
Do you want advice, or do you want me to listen?
I wouldn't say no to advice.
I've known you for like 2 days. And I want to make it very, very clear that I get the impression that you are someone who will not just give up. You will look death in the face, sure. Your knees might be shaking, but like you'll look at it and you won't run. Because you know, eventually, I realize you're hearing this from me, eventually that you're gonna have to one way or another. But there's no sense in running like a coward. So if I had to offer you any advice, if you're worried about memories like that surfacing of something that you didn't or shouldn't know, that make no sense to be you, but still belong to you, but are not you. If you are telling me that you would see those memories and go, I am going to change my entire worldview and personality and gaslight myself into being a new person overnight, and just say fuck it and go with some plan or something or other that might have failed 200, 300 years ago, you're going to tell me that you are just going to let that walk all over you? That's what'll get you. Because I don't believe that.
You're a good person, Amic. You're a good skeleton.
Thank you. I'm good all the way down to the bone.
Well, that's all we can see, so...
Yep.
That's actually quite surface level.
But it's bone on the other side, too.
Oh, alright. No, I guess that makes sense. She gives you a little pat on the shoulder, and leaves you to take your watch and heads over to one of the beds that she has appropriated.
It probably feels weirder for her than it does for me.
Yeah, it's just like patting this half-empty suit of armor, basically.
If her hands are wet, it would stick ever so slightly, like sweaty.
And you notice she doesn't go to bed right away. She stays awake for like maybe a half hour in this sort of, looks like she's crudely trying to meditate, probably. Like someone that has clearly never done it before, but is trying.
Do you want assistance? I can keep talking.
No, the talking is not helping for this. Thank you.
Are you trying to clear your mind? What are you doing?
Yes, and you talking is making it more difficult.
All right, I'm gonna give you a second piece of advice, if this is helpful. Just hear me out. Trying to clear your mind of nothing. You remember the book metaphor? Clearing your mind is not just painting over. That is like wiping the ink off a page or just not writing within a gap of it. Just focus on one line. Just try to have one thought. Like, think of like something comfortable, like holding a warm puppy for the first time. And just focus on letting your brain go to that relaxing space rather than try to like... I have a lot of time by myself. I've learned a lot just by reading books because I get very lonely. So just that, I've learned that along the way, and I recommend you do that.
Got it. Think of a puppy.
Think of like warm puppy, relaxing, calming.
Think of a puppy. She just starts repeating to herself, think of a puppy, think of a puppy, think of a puppy. And she does it for a little while before she eventually just dozes off and kind of, she clearly like falls asleep sitting up. But the rest of your watch also goes fairly uneventfully until you wake up in the morning and everybody can go ahead and take a long rest.
Thank fuck.
Which should hopefully take care of any lingering injuries you might have. Go ahead and make your daily preparations, if you have any. I know Clara Clara wanted to prepare locate object.
I'm just juggling.
You prepare for the day by juggling.
Yeah. Because like realistically speaking, that actually makes my life easier because then I'm just juggling. I'll be juggling both knives. Just
it does specifically say in the section about daily preparations that like fighters and things like that who do their daily preparations of like going through katas and things in the morning, just like getting reacquainted with their weapons. So
yeah, I'll just start doing juggling warm-ups, just like one hand, both at the same time, two knives in one hand. I'm gonna settle on just like doing two knives in one hand, just so that way I can.
Ireena probably at one point throws a scarf at you to see if you can catch it and juggle the scarf as well. I
actually have a thing for that. No, I don't. That was the thing I was looking at earlier. There is actually a juggling, in the juggling archetype, there is actually a thing that is, something fails an attack roll against you, and as long as it's a thrown weapon, you can just sort of add it to your juggling rotation.
Yeah. That's like, I really want to make a rogue with the feat that just turns you into Gambit. Can literally throw playing cards at people.
That's fun.
Yeah, there's literally a feat for it, and it even has like a feat where you can do like an escape where you just do like 52 card pickup, just explode the card deck in front of you and run away.
See, like that's how you do a gambler archetype. Every time I see something, it's always just like, yeah, here's a thing, and it's like completely RNG. It's like, no, that's not
Yeah, just roll the dice. Yeah.
We're already doing that.
Anyway, anything you guys are doing before you head out for the day?
My best.
Nope.
Aster
Yeah,
has
that
like,
too.
like a string of just a bunch of talismans he made in the morning. He's like, dee 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 dee.
Are they not like beads? Are they? They're like round.
No. Well, one of them is like a bead. The other one's like an old coin. The other one is like some glass little thing.
Does it have a flared base at least?
It doesn't have a flared base, unfortunately, so don't put it anywhere that you would.
Happy Pride, everybody.
That's already on a string, and you got 2 others before it.
There. You're right. Happy Pride. Anyway, here you go.
All right. So you have locate object. You were gonna cast it in here, I assumed.
Yeah, it's a 500-foot radius. So I assume that will cover most of the area. For this version of the spell, if I haven't seen it in person, I can only do like generally, but I don't think there's that many dragon skulls in the area, so I can just be like dragon.
Yeah, the building is only like 200 feet at its widest, so your spell will encompass the entire area and even a little bit around. So you all watch as for 10 minutes, Clara sets up this spell, and eventually the spell goes off, and you think of, are there any dragon skulls nearby? And you do not sense anything. It's not
in here.
not here. It's somewhere else.
It's in the castle. She has it mounted like a goddamn trophy. Ugh.
Maybe she might.
She killed the
They
dragon.
give
Of course it's mounted in there.
Did they give us that note? Did the other team give us that notebook to communicate with them with?
No, but-
It doesn't have as wide a range as you thought it did, the paper. Yeah.
Wait, Aster knows that ritual.
I could contact them and be like,
That's no friend.
have you
Hey,
seen
guys,
the
we need a
dragon skull?
souvenir.
Tell me where the
We need
dragon
a
skull
souvenir, guys. Please.
You could totally do that ritual if you want. Of course,
We know they're not
you know
there
what?
yet, but
Yeah.
Aster doesn't know.
I'll just say for brevity's sake, you do the ritual and ask them like, hey, did you see a dragon skull at the castle? And they're like, we're not there yet.
To be fair, we're not at our destination yet either.
Yeah, we're both doing different things.
Hello, this is a new friend.
I have people here.
It's not a speaker.
Tell them I said hello.
I can only ask
How
one question.
sweet.
It's not on speaker. It's not on speaker.
They don't know you. Stop it.
But yeah, no dragon skull nearby, and your friends have not seen anything either. So,
Where
do you want to go from here?
we would...
At least we know where a
Right
sword
here?
piece is.
Mhm.
I don't know. I always come back.
I have another thing I can try. It's one of my stronger spells. But it doesn't. I don't know if it would affect the magic. It's basically a dispel magic.
Well, let's
Of an
wait
area.
before we do that. Let's talk to the dragon ghost.
It is for spells specifically, not haunts, which is what the
Yeah.
thing upstairs
Let's go
is.
talk to the dragon ghost.
Because we were supposed to check back in after killing or subduing Mr. Mans anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do,
Good
do,
job,
do.
Aster.
We walk
You-
back.
You head, it's just up one more flight over to his study, where you can see the moldering blue flame.
Moldering?
Smoldering.
Schmoldering, okay.
Holding.
Yeah, the smoldering blue flame that, as you approach it, kind of increases a little bit so that it's not, ruining all of its fuel source. How can I help you, young ones?
Hail and well met, oh powerful dragon spirit. We have.
Am I here for this part?
You are.
Yeah, I assume everyone is.
We have vanquished
We did what you asked.
the thingy, the guy. He was really mad.
You wanted eternal suffering for Strahda.
He has lost his way. He has lost his oath. All he cares for now is revenge. And I am not strong enough to show him the light.
You are literally dead.
Exactly.
That's not a fucking excuse.
I
It scares me.
quite literally mean that he cannot perceive me.
What scares me is I can see how we got there. I can see I've been so angry and so tired of being manipulated recently that I want Strahda and her people to hurt for what they did, but not at the expense of everybody else here. It's not worth it.
Revenge is a dark road, young cleric. But it is one that is very easy to begin on. For it seems to be for the best of purposes. You begin thinking that you are looking for justice, until that justice is perverted. You no longer want what is good for others, but you wish suffering on those that have already caused suffering. And that only begets more suffering, till you are willing to destroy the innocent in service of the destruction of evil. And that is no longer good.
How do we make him see?
You must return the light to the beacon. Let them see what it is that they have lost sight of.
What holds the light?
My body. But it is missing.
Your head.
Your skull is nowhere within this area. Know who may have taken it?
I can think of many that would desire such a thing in their possession. But I think the most likely is she who slew me.
I assumed it was Strahd.
Or perhaps one of her many disciples.
Complicates things.
Hate that. Feels rude. Like, if you were in human form, would they have kept a human head?
Yes.
Probably.
Wow.
Quite likely.
Wow. You all keep strange company.
One of the tenets of my goddess is to collect bones.
It's true.
Wait a minute!
Would you like a hug?
She knows what she's doing.
I feel very seen right now, and I appreciate that. And just go for the hug.
Literally look up for Asma. It's so fucking funny.
That is.
I will not keep you from the rest of your journey, but if you do find what is missing, I pray you return it. The Order, once cleansed of its corruption, would certainly be a powerful boon.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself.
Well, no, he's speaking
Smack
to
him.
allies.
Thought we were friends. Literally,
I
the
mean,
bones, the bones literally
a-
rattle as you hit me, though.
Clara giggles.
Argynvost is not
Argyn-
amused.
Argynvost, in all seriousness, I don't know when we would be able to return here, but as a follower of Pharasma and one who takes great pride in seeing souls and bodies laid to rest peacefully, I'll do everything in my power to see you and your order put to rights.
And that is how I know that the anger will not take you, young Clara.
I'm not alone, am I? And she glances to the rest of the party. Friends keep each other on the right path.
Aster smiles and nods at you.
And with one last dip of his spectral head, Argynvost turns back into a small blue flame.
So should we head back to the original goal of the temple? Especially with the wizard around us somewhere?
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
From my understanding, you all have a very important job to do, and I just sort of tagged along.
I think maybe if we can head to the others said they weren't at the castle yet. Perhaps we can set Argynvost as a meeting place. Maybe we continue on towards the Ember Temple, and if all goes well, which it probably won't, could try to rendezvous here if they get the skull.
Good, maybe.
Better chance than anything else.
To make up for some lost time, though, I've been spending a little bit of time since we were in the cart with old Jenny Greenteeth, and I came up with some sort of ritual to like emulate her cart, but I need a few supplies if we want to look around. Maybe it'll provide us some reliable transport. I've never done anything like this before. It's literally off the top of my head.
Well, what do you need?
I mean, if I don't know what we can find in a place like this, but if we look around for some sort of figures that portray, you know, like a horse and carriage or some sort of vehicle, and then, you know, some usual incense.
Could we just like whittle one?
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, they need to be of value.
You don't know that I'm not good at wood carving.
I mean, if you have of value wood, if you have, you know, if I were to put a number to it, like 50 gold's worth.
Clara just crochets a horse.
Do you have incense already, or?
No, I would have to get some. I'm sure every time I get some, I
does.
use it.
I don't have it in my inventory, but I'm a cleric.
Yeah, like we have like.
But didn't you? There was some incense that you grabbed from Firan's mansion, didn't you? When he showed, or all of you.
I think we grabbed something from his study.
I know.
But like I thought
because
we
he
were
had
using...
like a whole like ritual room full of components and things.
I thought we were using them up for because it's 50 cents worth of incense for contact friends is what we used.
Right.
But I don't know if those like carry over, like if I can reuse them for a ritual, you know.
If it has an associated cost, you'd have to use it.
Right.
Unless it says, does it say that it's consumed in the casting?
Not in here, but I can double check.
Because it would say it's consumed by the casting if it was. So if it's just this stuff that's worth 50 gold, and it doesn't say that any of it is consumed, then technically, as long as you have that base starting gold,
It just says rare incense and feathers worth.
then yeah,
50.
you just need to find the other components.
Okay.
Which I'd say is probably not too terrible to find. Like, you can crochet a toy carriage is absolutely fine.
That's adorable.
I love that this is where we were going with it.
Yeah, sure. Why not? And the feathers, there's plenty of birds around in the woods. You can grab some.
We just spend a day frolicking and gathering.
Frolicking.
Oh, look at us!
I'll say it takes about an hour to get everything together with some very fast crocheting. And go ahead and cast the ritual.
Okay.
How long does it take?
The ritual only takes an hour, and on standard lasts a week, but if I critically succeed, lasts up to 2 weeks. What the fuck? Hold on. I just had it. It was gone. I want to make sure I have Mystic Carriage.
Mystic Carriage.
I need somebody good at crafting or driving.
I can craft.
Okay. Cleric, can you help me with this? It's gonna take.
Well, what is your crafting at? Because Hugo is also very, very good at crafting.
I have plus 13 to crafting.
His is plus 18.
Holy baloney.
Hugo
because he's an inventor.
In fairness, he is also invented and crafted in and of himself.
That's true.
I mean, if you want to think about sex as an act of invention, we all are invented.
I mean, there's a lot of inventions with that one.
Wrong. This is not what we're talking about.
All right, so over the course of the hour, you can go ahead and make your Arcana or Occultism check.
I will make an Occultism check.
He will make it. Yours is hidden. That is a 29 from Hugo's, which I believe is a success, which gives you a +2.
Okay. I'm doing a blind. I am rolling.
Blind occultism.
Occultism.
That's
Oh, and you said it's a +2 to whoever that is.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. I just need to.
That was a starting note and up a few octaves of Loser Baby from Ezmerelda. Just.
You all watch as the incense kind of like around the little crocheted carriage, and then as the smoke dissipates, you see this very fancy. It no longer looks like it is made out of crochet yarn, but there is a carriage now in front of you, a magical carriage.
Does it have? Please tell me it has like the color scheme of like some wild color changing like crochet fab.
It is whatever color crochet that the original one was made out of, that Clara made.
Clara, what color was what color was our transportation that you crocheted?
Purple.
Like the giant purple
beautiful
vehicle.
Purple carriage.
Is it like a caravan?
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride. It's bisexual colored carriage.
For clarity,
Asexual, thank you very much.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask, are we within 250 miles of the Amber Temple?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. So, Aster, sets up the crochet and like the usual like giant like symbols and ritual circle stuff. And apparently I have to chant the name Amber Temple for like an hour to like, as I'm drawing it out, I'm like, Amber Temple, Amber Temple, Amber Temple, just drawing everything out, and then it poops. It's a
ceramic is head banging.
Yeah.
The feather on the hat is just.
It's a large vehicle that can hold 4 medium or smaller passengers, as well as 100 bulk. It travels 60 feet, or has a speed of 60 feet, an AC of 14, a fortitude saving throw of 8, a hardness of 5, 100 hit points, object immunities, and immunities to critical hits and precision damage.
It's actually pretty fucking fast because
Yeah.
like your guys' speed is 25 or 30.
Yeah.
It is twice as fast as any of you.
You wouldn't conjure a carriage.
This is
And
really fucking cool after. Oh my god.
This is a great spell.
Once we get on it,
You all
it says it heads unerringly toward its destination using whatever roads and trails are available. If it is attacked, it continues going as long as nothing blocks its path. But if something blocks its path, living or otherwise, it will stop until it's cleared, waiting to continue until all the passengers are aboard again. This is cool.
yeah, you guys all
It's a Tesla.
bundle in to the carriage.
No, no,
It's a Waymo.
no.
It's my
no,
Waymo.
No.
Self-driving carriage.
Oh,
Halfway
We
through, it
fucking
just
saw
returns
it.
us to the dealership.
I saw a Cybertruck
Ooh.
Ugh.
during setup for Fringe, and everybody stopped what they were doing to point and yell at it.
Oof.
Cybertrucks aside, you all bundle into the carriage. And as soon as the
Cybertruck
door
Arcano
closes,
carriage.
as soon as the door closes, the carriage down the trail very quickly, and you are on your way to the Ember Temple. And that is where we will call it a night.
I'll see you later, Argenvolstol. We'll be back.
I'm
Going
just
to
here for ride.
Disneyland. Thanks for joining us tonight, despite our rough start. We'll
Technical
see you.
difficulties.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good night, y'all.
Good night.